I'm going to show you the three 808's that I use, and I use these in every single beat. I don't use all three in every single beat, but I use these three. These are like the go-to 808's. I'm in the middle of making this really cool key light for the video. So like in most like YouTube videos, when you look at someone and you just think like they look really nicely lit, this is why. Okay, they have these really cool powerful lights. So I saw this video of how to make like your own DIY one, because those lights cost like $1,000. I'm gonna make this budget one. I'll leave the link down below, because I'm gonna be useless at telling you how to put this together, but I'll leave the link below to the guy who made this tutorial to make this, and if you want to make one yourself, then you can. So we've got this big bowl, big like silver bowl, some nylon silk, and then we got this LED strip, which is daylight. It has to be daylight, otherwise it won't be powerful enough. So yeah, we're gonna see how this turns out. Got it done finally after lots of masking tape. Finally got the light finished. Let me show you. Let me stick it on and show you. Ready? Boom. Lots of light. Yes. I also need to attend to these cables as well today. Got some nasty cables like behind, and there's some underneath as well. I'm gonna tidy those up and make it look super clean. And come a little bit. What happens?
Hey, how's it going?
Got the final piece to the puzzle, people. This goddamn thing. I was so annoyed. I was tidying the cables yesterday. I got to the last part, which was just plugging in the auxiliary into the laptop from the speakers. And because everything's like tied down, everything's neat behind the desk, it needs a longer cable. We are there finally. All I need to do now is add the LED strips, and we are good. We are good. One month and a half later, and it's finally done. Finally done. It's taken me a good long day today, get everything sorted. I'm not going to do a full studio tour today, but what I am going to do, just to kind of mix it up before I do a proper in-depth, studio tour, because it's been a long day, is I'm going to show you the three 808's that I use, and I use these in every single beat. I don't use all three in every single beat, but I use these three. These are like the go-to 808's. I'm not, every now and then I can mix it up and use something a little bit different, but for most beats, I just go to these three immediately. They're just so easy, and they always sound good over pretty much any beat. So yeah, let me show you guys right now. The first one, 9 times out of 10, I use this 808, and this is mainly because I've been making those like gunner type, wheezy, like slow, hard hitting 808 type beats, and it's this one right here. A lot of you guys asking me about this beat, like especially recently. I've got quite a few DMs on Instagram. If you guys asking me like, how do you get that real like transient 808? There isn't anything behind it. It's literally using some of the techniques that I've put in the mixing tutorials previously, and I literally use this 808 right here. So you can already hear it, like kind of slaps quite a lot. Okay, so this 808's in the Artemis drum kit, and as you can hear, like it's quite top end as well. It's got a little bit of like distortion to it, or quite a lot of distortion, but it really thumps at the beginning. Like if you look at the waveform, it's got that real like tight waveform at the beginning, so it really thumps, and that's what you're kind of looking for when you want those really hard 808's. So that's literally for the past like 3 or 4 weeks I've been using this one like in pretty much every beat. Like honestly, I might have mixed it differently in a few beats, but pretty much I use that in every beat. So that's the first one. Second one is this one, Godlike. Okay, so I took the Spins 808. This is, again, if you're wondering what the kit is, the Artemis kit is my kit. It's on my beat store. I spent a lot of time mixing, like pre-mixing these, so you don't really have to do a lot with them to kind of get the best sound. You just sort of put them into a beat, quick mix down, and the beat's ready to go. I took the Spins 808, which is quite long-tailed. I shortened it, and I added a few things that I normally add to my 808. So you got a bit of compression. It's quite tight. It's quite tight at the beginning again, so it's nice and punchy. So if you look right here at the beginning, it's nice and tight. And I added a few, effects to really bring it out, like some saturation, compression, tiny bit of distortion just to give it a tiny bit of top end, so you can, again, you'd have to do a lot in mixing. And yeah, that is another really good go-to. So like I'd normally use that 808 with like a rod wave type beat, something really melodic, up tempo. It's just really easy to just drag and drop and just throw in a beat. That is the second one, and the next one is this Stax 808. Okay, this is like for those real like hard dark trap beats, lots of distortion, really thumpy, sort of overdone a little bit. Look how heavy that is, super heavy. So if you're making like Lil Pump uses these type of 808s. Well, the beats that he uses use these type of 808s. But yeah, that is a super good 808 if you want the hard beat. So with those three beats, for me anyway, you've kind of got everything covered. So you've got the Gigantic, which is for like those hard, slow, wheezy type beats. Those simple 808s, but they just hit in the right place. The other one is this Godlike one for those melodic beats, something kind of simple, doesn't hit. It's just not too prominent in a beat, but it's there. It's nice and clean. And then that last one is the Stax, super hard trap beats. Those are the 808s. If you want to use them, links down below for the kit. If you want to go and try and make them, go and find some free kits and put some effects on them and try and do your thing. But if you're wanting to make beats that, and get that kind of 2020 sound, then the 808 is key. There's a lot of other things that are key, but the 808 is one of those key elements to a beat that just makes it sound, along this wave basically. And I know like people say, I don't want to ride the wave. I don't normally, but like I just want to use sounds that are recognizable, but also, do my thing with them. And this has kind of allowed me to do that. So yeah, that's basically what I put in all my beats right now.